Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be listening from in the world. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's your boy Kent Mellows. What's yo?
And King Ami. And you rocking with Salem Avenue on the Tell It To City podcast.
Word.
And we back.
Yo, look.
What Chance the Rapper say? We back.
It's been a little minute. It's been a little minute.
You feel me?
Shit is, look, it's really been longer than a minute. But that's why we came back with a fucking bang. That's why we came back.
We had to travel.
We came back,
We had to hit the road a little bit.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? We had to go make some money. We had to go do some shows. We had to go, we had to
Things
do a little bit
happen, Niggas had to get their priorities straight. And we're back, niggas is back on their bullshit, and luckily niggas had bullshit to be back on. So, y'all see who's sitting to the left of me, man. Y'all see.
What they call him the flying Nimbus.
That's what they call him?
You feel me? They call him Mr. B. Lee. They call him the rap god. I don't know if they call him that.
I don't know if they call it that one. Y'all pulling.
But you know what I'm saying? Whatever they call him, just know that nigga got smoke for anybody. We got Berran fucking Lee.
Hi guys, how y'all doing? Pleasure to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Pleasure, man. First of all, let me just say this is one of the most outstanding sets that I've seen for like a podcast. So I'm really hype on that.
It's a nice thing to say, man. It's a nice thing to say.
It's just a nice spot to be in. I feel like this is up to par with what I'm doing. Yeah.
Talk that shit.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Keep it flowing, man.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta.
Salem Avenue, Berran Lee.
Chop that.
Give him the count. Give him the count.
Life's good.
Yeah. Prices, they're up. It's up from here.
Facts.
Like we just got a haircut. My price went up.
What Fat Joe say? Yesterday's prices.
It's not today's price.
There you go.
But this is, this is, I don't know how many of our episodes we've been in here now.
Mm-hmm.
This got to be what for the year? I don't know, probably somewhere around 15.
Solid.
And
going.
we've had some great guys on before you. And you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have some great people on afterwards, and we hopefully you come on afterwards again, but for now we're here today, man.
Who else was on the podcast?
The last person.
It doesn't matter who is on the podcast. My show. No, I'm just kidding.
So look, what niggas need to do is cut up that fucking trap skit. Yo, any nigga who want to be the best, and then look, we gonna chop it up, put this nigga right behind it.
If you're watching this right now, where's the camera? If you're watching this, you pull up to Jabroni Drive, make a left to the SmackDown Hotel. You'll see me check in. All right? Berran Lee, hottest in city, state, country. If you know it, I served it too. Might as well say that.
Jesus Christ.
Talk to me nicely when you see me.
Hold on, because I got bars too, bro.
Jesus Christ. And I'm saying, like, bro, you saying a lot with us sitting to the right and the left of you. You in a tough spot.
You in a tough spot.
You in a tough spot.
Talk to me nicely is pricey.
Right.
Literally.
This is a nice
Talk
set.
to me nicely is pricey.
We invited you here and told you to sit
Most
down.
certainly. Hey, man, I see what we're doing.
It's literally a
I see
rocket
what we
hard
doing.
place.
Let's just,
Hey, before we even get to talking that talk, let's just be proud to be in this establishment and say that it's ours, to be appreciative and say that we really got it out the mud, because that's something that a lot of people are lacking these days, to say that they self-made, to say that they entrepreneurs, to say that they black-owned businesses on top of that.
No, facts.
So
Facts.
whenever I come into a place like this, it's really beautiful for me to say I get to be a part of this. It's not me saying I have to, it's me saying I get to be a part of this. So I'm blessed to have y'all, man.
Coming by, man. I know we've been trying to get this in the works for a minute. Maybe the next thing is music. Who knows? Maybe y'all can look
Certainly.
to some verses from Salem Avenue, Berran Lee, Salem Avenue.
It's not a maybe, it's a win.
Whenever.
It's not a maybe, it's a win. Yeah.
So we got to work on that. But for now, we working on this, man.
Always.
I actually got some shit I want to jump into, man.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Man, some real hip hop shit, man.
Like that.
As an artist, as a bar spitter, as a pen to the pad type of guy, when in your adolescence did you realize that, okay, you know what? I have an interest in this. I might be able to do this a little bit.
Man.
Where did that come from? Who did you see? Tell me about that. Take me back. Take the shades off if you need to.
Man, I'll keep the shades off for a second, but to keep it nostalgic with you, Mableton Elementary School, Georgia, 2nd grade. I would get off that bus around like 4 or 5, I believe, and race down the hill to my grandparents. My mom was in Iraq for a year that year. It was me and my older sister, but I would race to the crib for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. Dragon Ball Z was coming on. I didn't want to miss an episode. And then 106 in Park. 106 in Park gave me everything I need to understand what the American dream was for people like us.
AJ and Free?
AJ and Free.
Talk that shit, okay.
And you know, shout out to, you know, Big Tigger coming through with Rap City in the Basement.
Bow Wow was a regular.
Bow Wow was Mr. 106 in Park.
Regular, you feel me?
And I'm glad I'm here because thank God, man. A lot of people saw me do the Freestyle Friday and think that I had problems with Bow Wow when I said, you know, the little line. But I love Bow Wow in the sense of there wouldn't be a Berran Lee if it wasn't for a Bow Wow dropping doggy bag and stuff like that back then. Because even at that age, I wanted to be one of those. My goal at that age was to be the youngest to do it. Okay. Here I am now, still doing it. I think it's a blessing to keep going, not just see how you can get started. So
I'm from Columbus too, so big ups to Bow Wow, man. You know.
I spent a year in Dayton, but yeah, in and out of Columbus. I saw Kanye perform in Columbus for the first time, so that was beautiful.
Word. I'm sure that was lit. I'm sure that was lit.
Life of Pablo. Really.
But I don't want to get too far away.
Oh yeah, you good.
I want to hear it. Like, okay, cool. So you like kind of got an outlook. So like, take me there, man. Take me there, man. You know, man, I want your origin story, man. I want your 8 Mile shit.
Okay.
Man.
I wasn't good at shit.
There we go. You was trash.
I was no. I was good at music, but I was trash at everything else.
Okay.
I was the little brother. My sister's 2 years older than me, but I was always a class clown. I would always be caught talking. I'd get my ass whooped every time I saw my granddad because I would turn in a note like maybe 3 or 4 times a school week talking in class. That was me. But it was always me just talking the talk of like a Muhammad Ali who knew he was great at a young age. So I'll take that for what it was. They knew I had moxie. Let's put it like that. From there, going back to watching Dragon Ball Z, that goes off 106 in Park on another channel coming up next. My favorites, man, 50 Cent, Ludacris.
Who's your first CD you ever bought?
My first explicit CD?
First CD you ever
My
bought.
first CD would probably, honest to God truth, it was probably like a Bow Wow CD. It was either Doggy Bag.
Bow Wow was mine too.
But that was me just like I wasn't all hip hop at first. I was an R&B cat only because my mom had nothing but R&B records in her car, the Expedition that we passed down to me later. But my stepdads, I have a song called Three Fathers, and each stepdad gave me a different element of hip hop that I knew nothing about.
Give me some examples.
First stepdad, shout out to Carlos. All of them are like great men to this day. I talk it up, we have a beer and whatnot. And
you drink beer, nigga?
No, I just tried to say that to be cool. I actually hate beer.
We try, but we do a line. We do a line every now and then.
I'll take some shots, you know, that's my shit. But going back to it, he was from Tennessee, had a white Buick, and all he would listen to was like MJG and 8 Ball and Trick Daddy, 3 6 Mafia. Yeah, one of those. Don't ride is one of those.
Dirty Side.
Yeah. Second one would be.
Oh yeah. All right.
Well, I skipped to the biological. My father, he wasn't even really a hip hop head, but he was more on the alternative, you know, message in a bottle, 8675309 type shit. If you ever remember that. But
Nah.
yeah, white boy shit, man. He's skateboard pop dude.
Okay. Nah,
He said, nah.
Oh, okay.
8675309. You never heard that one?
Nah, I'm
Message
sorry.
in a bottle.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I went to a predominantly white school, so bear with me. But then, okay, here's the golden era
So
for hip hop.
okay, so is Berran your name?
Berran is my first name. Yeah.
And Lee is your last name, middle name? So
Middle name.
Okay, so you like...
People call me Mr. Lee, and I think that's funny because they don't even know my last name half the time.
Would you like to disclose that to the world? You know, let them know.
Berran Lee Evans, yeah.
Berran Evans.
Yeah, Berran Evans.
Berran Evans.
My father is Mr. Evans.
B.E. breaking and entering around this motherfucker. You feel me? You know, I'm the nickname God around this motherfucker. I got you. I'll give him to. You know, let me stop. All right.
Berran Evans making round from the heavens. Ah, Jesus.
See, look, I just gave you the rope. You pulled it.
You're right.
You
You're right.
feel me?
Okay, but
You
like
feel me?
the father that mattered for me to really say, okay, now I know I want to do this was my father John.
Shout out to John.
Shout out to John.
Shout
Brooklyn
out to
cat.
John.
Thorough Brooklyn dude. Found me at 13 type deal. I didn't, you know, when you dating your mom and you don't want to deal with a guy who's with your mom and you're like, I'm good.
You really want to throw hands.
I'm really solid. Yeah. But he was a buff, like, drives a Hummer. Front of it says God body. So you know he's like one of these big guys, diesel type dude. All he does is work out. But he would have the Wu-Tang Clan, EPMD, Notorious. Him and Notorious were on the same block, Best Eye. If you ever watched Robin Big, Big Black Boykin, him and my stepfather John served in the Navy as cooks. So even
I was
then,
in the Navy, bro.
I was in the Army. Salute.
You was? Shake your fucking hand, man.
You know. All right, you did that on purpose.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
He forgot.
Bro, I forgot until I seen him go. Like, bro, oh man. All right.
For those who saw that, I'm not a bitch. I did boxing earlier, and I had a mean uppercut. It went left on that. But, you know, we working on shit.
That uppercut wasn't that fucking mean.
It wasn't. It was a heavy bag. It was a heavy bag. I was on the heavy bag. You know how that go.
Where you was stationed at?
Fort Knox.
You was out here? Mm-hmm. Okay, so wait a minute. You not from Kentucky?
No, I came here in 04.
Where the fuck are you from, man?
Everywhere.
Get the fuck.
Some say Mars, the way the bars come.
All right.
That's another story.
Bro, we gotta get back. We can't keep letting this happen.
Yeah. We rabbit holing. I got the rhymes, man. Every time when I started knowing the cadence and everything of what rappers would do on 106 in Park, I would write. I didn't have instrumentals, so I would just listen to whenever their songs would come on and try to like rap when they rapping and write while they timing was there. So already I didn't know, but I could count bars without counting them. I'm looking over here because I see you on my left. It's hard to be looking on the left sometimes.
No, you good.
So I would write, continue writing, write so much where I'm starting to recite, rehearse, do things in my own close-kept way up until it's like talent show time and you're like 5th grade trying to show them that you rap and you really do this. I didn't really get put on the spot until I was like 12, and there was a guy that was like 15, 16. Anybody that's from Fort Knox knows that Devers Youth Center was the spot for the boys and girls of like 4th grade all the way to senior year. And they would have what is called the exhibit. The exhibit is your teen room for like people who are teenagers and going up. They would have a DJ booth, stuff where you could do hip hop sessions. They would have dance.
So I hate that I got to interrupt
you. Yeah.
We should have told you it's timer right there, right? You know, it'd be 12 minutes. And I should have told you that 12
Oh, wow.
minutes ago, right? So
but we hold that thought. We'll be back.
In a second, so we'll be right back. My bad. For
No, we're good. We're good. Solid. Appreciate
I
you.
don't know why I just did a gun, bro. What?
Jump right.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Everyone was listening, and what would you say? I could complain, but what we gon' do with complaints? This is a tale of two cities. This is a tale of two cities. This is a tale of two cities. Hand-me-downs loosely fit me. Jeans so big that I had to twist them at the time.
Yeah, the exhibit.
And that's where the team stayed at and whatnot, you know.
12. I wasn't allowed to go into the exhibit until I was 13. They make that a big rule for kids who would sneak in because, you know, the teens was teens. They was doing what they was doing. But when I would get in there, it was because they always had it blasting out that DJ booth where you could play any burnt CD on there, scratch it up and stuff. They would teach you how to DJ. And when they would play instrumentals so much that people would want to rap all the time. But I was known for that even then before I was old enough to get in. So it came a time where I would always keep this little green notebook, you know, loose leaf, and I would just write bars on bars. I think my first CD that was explicit, which gave me a lot of the oomph to start writing, was Get Rich or Die Trying.
Bro, that was my first explicit CD. My mama didn't want me to get it, but I got it anyway.
But when you writing, someone's over your shoulder trying to tell you ain't doing something right, and then they smack the book out your hand. And you learn yourself that day. You show what you can do. We had a battle, and I won. That's the end of that story. And it was cool to say, I got to keep doing this because this is the first thing I felt like I was good at. It never stopped. It's still going now to this day.
So you still got a notebook, huh?
Nah, it's mostly in my head these days.
Ain't that crazy how that works?
Repetition. That's key.
I done started to get to the point where I don't even go to the studio with nothing no more.
Nah.
I
mean, thank God for a phone still, but.
Yeah, but even that, I don't write no more, bro. Like I have, and I can confidently say that. Ain't that crazy?
No, like it's cool.
I write in the mind, bro. I write in the mind, but like
I'm about to go John Morant, boy.
You gotta go John.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of.
Hey, no more hieroglyphics on the wall for me, man.
My goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you can trace this shit back, man. This is off the top.
Go crazy.
Christ.
But, you know,
this is real.
To that point, I might write down like a good thought that I had, you know, that would go nicely in a song. So like to that point, yes, taking notes, keeping thoughts to yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's important as fuck.
That's beautiful.
So
that's beautiful.
I will never down talk the writing. I got so many writings in my phone and notebooks and all that shit.
That's what has to be though. I think that's key for being an artist, not just being a rapper.
Right.
You got to have the arsenal to say that you like that. Yeah, so
I can do both, but it's I enjoy writing. I do enjoy writing because that's how poetry starts. That's how a lot of things start. Get shit off your mind.
Agreed.
Let's change a little bit.
Hey, I'm in y'all house, man. What y'all got?
So I want to talk about the NBA. You watch ball, right?
Yeah, I
You a
lost a
basketball
bet
guy?
not too long ago. Yeah.
You a Lakers guy or you?
I bet on the Lakers last game.
Okay, and what happened? You lost? Oh, well, I mean they lost.
I mean, they lost, yeah.
Okay, so
Yo, what happened?
My goddamn $5.
Whew.
5, man.
It was 10 for me. It was 10 for me.
Okay,
It wasn't too
so
crazy.
we-
Don't 5. Nah. Now Miami won that 5 back from me though.
That ain't nothing but a biggie bag, man. That ain't nothing but
Was this a
biggie
verbal or like an online?
Nah, this was one of my coworkers. I shook his hand. We had
bag. Big verbal.
That was
like
big
shit.
verbal.
I mean, we had an
Mine was
office and
online,
everything,
but you feel-
Nah, I
yeah.
was talking cash shit. I'm like, man, Brian, they're gonna run them boys. They're gonna come in and get right. And then they got their ass whooped.
Sheesh.
It was.
And I had to walk back.
No,
in.
they didn't get their ass whooped.
Nah, Braun was.
didn't get
He
the-
just wasn't in the zone.
You know when you lose a bet, bro, it like it really don't matter.
Hey, when he
don't
when
talk your
when that windmill just kind of went out the hand,
Yeah.
I screamed at the TV.
Yeah,
I
that was
screamed.
because they lost by like 4.
Yeah.
That could have put them.
I had a parlay in mind though. Like they were supposed to get under 226 points combined. LeBron was supposed to get 24 points. It was a lot.
What do you have?
I'm
Like,
old school. I just wanted
he
to
had like
win.
18 or something.
And they just couldn't fucking do it.
They couldn't do that.
Okay, so then.
Show goes
so you
on.
heard about Ja then?
Yeah.
heard
Ja
about
Wick.
I just want to know, like, I see a lot of people slandering my guy, giving him the
What
stiff
are
arm.
you about to say?
I don't know. I see a lot of people giving him the treatment like he done fucking killed, like he was fucking
Kyrie?
like he brought a gun in the fucking locker room or some shit. They treating this nigga like he just shot somebody.
I mean, but you gotta understand, he's a role model to a lot of people too. He's young, 23.
True.
And this is coming from a 29-year-old who was 23, did a lot of stupid shit. I had my kid at 23, so that tells me what I had to do. But
Stupid?
nah, I mean, you had to be
Keep it on record.
you had to be in a stupid position to know you was having a kid later on. That conception is, yeah. Anyways, but with Ja, it's like he just, I don't know, 23 with a lot of money, man. It's a scary thing. It's
Yeah.
a scary thing. But you know, you got those endorsements.
So what exactly did he do wrong?
He didn't represent what
His
those
job.
endorsements agreed on. He went against the contract that was supposed to represent him in a light that made him look very, very role modelish. That
The
wasn't
place
a
that
role model
the
attempt. place
place that I work at now and he used to work at is you can't do that in a shirt that got their logo on it.
If you represent the NBA, that's top elite. Like, you're the best of the best. You want to be toting around a gun.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm sorry to tell you, but my role models who played ball, Allen Iverson in specific, was the most thuggingest of thugs on the court, but never toted like that. Not in public eye like that, because he know he had kids looking at him.
I don't know about
Okay,
the most. Hey,
Okay, so this is so hold on.
some metal world pieces out
Hold
there.
on.
Yeah, and once again, that's someone who went back to Compton when he got the trophy. That's wild.
So we gotta talk about this a little bit because I got some shit I gotta say about it. We
Say
gotta
it,
talk
go
about
ahead,
a little
go
bit.
ahead.
So I don't necessarily know if I agree with the punishment of Ja Morant to the extent that it's been.
Yeah.
20 some games or more is
But
crazy.
hold on, for a couple of reasons though. For one, I do feel like it's I mean, it's just, it has so much to do with just the fact that he's a young black kid. And the NBA wants us to play the game. They want us to be in the league. They want musicians to come and perform at these all-star games. They want to play this shit at the NBA games. They want all of this shit to be there, but they don't want us to actually be that. They just want the illusion of that. And it makes me think, what the fuck is that? Where the fuck does that come from? Because the governor of Texas is sending out goddamn Christmas cards with him and his family holding guns on the fucking Christmas card, right?
Yeah.
Now, in their community, that's okay. That's accepted. That's what they're used to.
Yeah.
Because it's modern day.
But it's the same goddamn thing. What do you have those firearms for? For protection, to make sure that you and your family is okay. You got to protect your fucking neck out here.
Yeah.
That's the same thing we doing. That's the same thing Jai's letting you know, nigga. I'm protecting my fucking neck. I'm not sending you this shit on a Christmas card. I'm on IG Live and I'm bobbing to some young boy, but I'm going to protect my family the same way that white nigga is.
Hey, I say this, bro. Ja, if you want to tow pistols and hoop, go to the big three.
Come on, man.
Or just go to the firing range. Like, you ain't got to carry.
I hate to see someone with so much power and so much influence on a nation for a team like the Grizzlies, who didn't get a lot of clout unless you're talking about the Towns brothers or whatever.
He really did that for them.
And he did that, but
really
it's like Bunny's out of this world. I've never seen someone jump like that. It's crazy. Since Derek type.
Yeah.
Since the honey dip with Vince. Yeah. It's crazy. But even now, I say this to say, like, you can still be you, but you might have to take some cuts and losses to be you, because you got to see who's handing you that check. It's not a black man running the NBA.
Right.
It's not.
Because the ones who run the NBA are low-key using this shit as a form of control. You're not allowed to do what they say you can't do. And that's just it.
You can do what you do, but life is not going to give you options where you can make that decision. It's going to give you an ultimatum with a gain and a loss. There's always a pro and con to playing ball with somebody who isn't from the same court as you. Exactly. And that's the NBA. It's an elite thing where people from outside the country come to play.
But that's not a written rule.
It's not.
There's no written rule that says he can't do what he did.
But it's always going to be a consequence for something that's distasteful.
Distasteful to who, though, is what really makes the difference.
But this is my thing, though. Why is it that when Ja Morant does something that they deem distasteful, they take everything from him? How come we don't do something when they do something we deem distasteful?
Oh, Ja's not the only one.
Hold on.
Because we don't have the
Hold
leverage.
On. Yes, we fucking do. Because look, bro, when one of these white billionaire owners does something that we don't like, why doesn't every nigga say, all right, you know what, we're not playing until y'all fix this shit?
Because we haven't been in a dominant position.
That's the dominant position.
No, it's not.
We are the product.
But that's one
We are
man's
the
dominant.
fucking product, bro. If niggas say we're not playing basketball no more, we're not playing football no more, guess what? We got all the leverage in the world.
And then what happens? You sit at home and don't get paid.
But we've done this. We've literally done this. Go back to the bubble. Go back to the bubble when LeBron got that little fake ass ring and all that shit happened.
Fake ass ring.
Fake ass ring.
I'm
No.
What is this?
Say this.
I'm finna go jump around.
What it is.
I'm finna
Hear
go
me
jump
out.
around.
Outside of sports,
Bro.
what did they have on the back of their jerseys during that time?
Black Lives Matter?
Black Lives Matter. What else? Freedom. What else? I can't breathe. What else?
What is this?
I'm saying
What is
this to say, for the public eye, they were trying to make the revolution televised to say that we have black people's back. Black Lives Matter, and the NBA stands behind that. But the minute someone does something that isn't Black Lives Matter, it's a nigga. That's a Ja Morant move. He did a Ja Morant nigga type move. You holding a tiny ass pistol, like it's Harlem Nights, stop shooting that little shit, and you making it seem like, all right, we're gonna go hoop. We're gonna go crazy. It's not one person. Gilbert Arenas had a pistol in the locker room and he got shit for that. People forget.
Okay, listen.
They gonna forget this.
Hold on.
It's just the fact of how much money he losing.
Okay, if I'm gonna take losses and I'm big balling, cool.
I'm hearing you.
I'm Ja Morant.
I'm listening.
I'm saying this to say they want to play ball until it's time to get ugly. When that shit got ugly, they told it out and say, this guy's suspended. He's not gonna hoop. I don't care if we fucking losing games.
Because
it's keeping a monkey in the soup.
Exactly, because this game and fucking music, the shit we do, is a daily, more current form of control of slavery-ish.
Not only are we telling you to run plays on the court, but now we're telling you to run the plays in life while you wear our jersey.
Shoot the fucking ball and shut the fuck up type shit. Rap and shut the fuck up.
But I'm with you on that. It is wrong.
Hey, Brian, if you was to just like not show up for game 3, I'm just,
you would shake the world.
You know, y'all been on some crazy shit.
You could shake the world.
I don't really like the state of the country, you know, how we're being treated. If you was just like, I'm just not playing anymore, you know, until some changes are being made, there's a lot of people that's going to follow you.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, that's it. That's all I got.
I mean, but let a Kyrie do that. You saw what happened.
Kyrie ain't LeBron. Did you
Kyrie
see why I said LeBron?
Kyrie was the Robin to Batman. Kyrie was the Robin to Batman. Nah, I'm with Kyrie on this one.
Man.
I'm with Kyrie on that one.
On what one? On what?
On the fact.
Which one?
On doing what he feels is right for him.
Which one?
Which one? There was 10 of them.
I'm on that one.
Which one?
All
Which
of
one?
them.
Tell me.
You know what? I'm on anything that's black.
So is the earth flat?
I'm on anything that... No, I ain't say that shit. I ain't say that shit.
Whoa, hey, you just said...
But as far as how
So you wasn't on the shit with Kyrie?
No, I wasn't on
Are you keeping up with what happened, or are you chasing the ball down the stairs?
The COVID
What's
part where he
happening?
felt like he didn't need to do it because he didn't know everything he needed to know about it yet. He got educated on it later. Yeah. You got to educate yourself on shit before you get in on shit. That's the problem with most of us now.
So, you gonna tell me that you agree with everything Kyrie does because he won't take the vaccine?
I agree with you doing what you feel is right for you and yours because that's your freedom as an American. I fought for that 8 years. You did too, right?
Yo, man, chill. Hey, look, don't bring me into this
Hey,
shit.
I ain't trying to trickle effect.
I know what the fuck this shit is, okay? I know exactly what the fuck this shit is.
We gotta come back.
That's why I talked to... Look,
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Shit, man.
I'm glad I can...
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Everyone was listening, and what would you say? I could complain, but what we gon' do with complaints? This is a tale of two cities. It's a tale of two cities. This is a tale of two cities. Hand-me-downs loosely fit me. Jeans so big that I had to twist them at the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back with Berran Lee, Camelo King Army. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We in that bit. Salem Avenue, tell the two cities. He said LeBron's ring was bullshit.
It was fake.
I don't even want to talk about that no
What
more.
do you mean it was fake?
It was fake.
Somebody had.
I was happy to see it, but it was
Somebody
fake.
had, like, bro, think of the most uncanny circumstances you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fucking virus, and for whatever reason, we decided, hey, we're gonna keep playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas are dying. Niggas are dying.
It's just like injuries.
Is this
Motherfuckers
affecting?
are
Is this
losing.
affecting my
We're just like,
jumper?
hey,
Is
we're
this
gonna-
affecting my jumper?
What?
Is this affecting my jumper?
It might if you catch the
What about my
goddamn
crossovers?
virus.
Is my crossover fucked? Y'all saying it like the fucking aliens on Space Jam was like, I got him, I got his talent. Like, what are y'all saying exactly? Of like, because the circumstances of it being a bubble? Or because y'all couldn't practice a certain way anymore in a certain environment?
What I'm saying is everybody else went through the same goddamn shit, and somehow, some way, it still ended the same way.
So what about
It was still Bron.
What about Giannis's ring?
No, that was real.
How?
How's that more real?
Because I hated to see it.
How's that more real than LeBron's?
You hated to see it. Oh, this is
I
about
hated
you.
to see it.
Because he made it literally.
This
This
is about
nigga
you.
made it.
I wanted CP to get that. I think CP3 should have had it. But,
Oh
you know,
my
it was just me.
God.
CP.
Yeah, dude. Say what you want about CP3. Yeah, I think he's a crybaby a lot of those times, but he put in the years just like Bron put in the years.
Yeah. His,
Give
No,
him
he didn't
one
put in the
ring.
years. No, he didn't put in the years like Bron put in the years. Bron put in the years and several postseasons.
How many
and
years he
victories.
put in?
Chris
20,
Paul
something, 23?
played, got to the postseason, got hurt. Something was always wrong, bro.
This
is broken.
But
That's
they
broken.
worked.
This is fractured. He's fucking throwing
But they
water.
worked.
Something's always happening with this nigga.
He did have the most assists.
I'm just
ever in
saying,
the
if you
playoffs.
get to the show like that game, finish the show. He didn't finish.
He
And
never
that-
got there.
CP3 didn't either.
Bro,
He literally was just injured in
No,
the last game.
I wasn't talking about LeBron. I was talking about CP3.
So wait a minute.
Finish
So
the
who's
show.
the GOAT?
Me?
No. We need you to pick somebody.
Like in basketball?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Rap is my profession. We can talk about that. I'm not much of a hooper.
Who's the GOAT rapper then? Go ahead.
Me?
No.
Me again.
Other than you. You told me somebody when I asked you who your top 5 was. Who's number 1?
Who am I on this show? What's my name on this one?
Who is the
I'm Berran Lee, right?
right?
Too cold.
Okay, so after you,
What the
Who
fuck
is
is
it?
happening? Like, what are you doing?
after
What
you, who is
this?
it?
It's scary to feel like there's someone after me.
After you, who is it?
Not a lot because you can't be on my 6.
So you just said all these basketball players' names and you can't say a rapper name?
Yeah, I can be a spectator for a sport I'm not really in. Fuck that. I can talk about ball. We can talk about ball because I don't ball.
This is horseshit.
Is it? Mm-hmm. We can talk about rap. Y'all got a rapper on y'all show and y'all want to talk about basketball like I'm about to shoot a 3 right now.
Because we rappers, nigga.
Well, let's rap.
What you mean? Let's rap.
Who's y'all top 5? Now I'm on the show hosting for y'all. Who's y'all top 5?
Why is that so hard to answer, bro?
Who's y'all
Let's
top-
get to the bottom of this because I'm your therapist.
I don't need that.
Why is it so hard to answer that question, man?
How my leg is crossing, I'm in the middle. This looks like an AA meeting, don't it?
How does that
And
question
he got
make
2
you
red
feel?
cup. He got a double cup right on here. I see it on there.
I like Jay.
You like Jay or is he in your top 5?
Jay has been yes, absolutely.
Are you saying these names in order or are you just naming them off?
Yo, man, you got a lot of questions.
I'm just making sure before I hear them. Because like people listen, I'm like, is that
You
like
asked
in
me to do
order?
one thing, I started doing it,
Okay,
you
you're
asked
good.
me
You're
to do
good.
something
I'm
else.
listening.
What do you want,
I'm listening.
man?
Just your top 5
Are you sure?
and yours next. Go ahead.
Golly, bro, like Jesus Christ.
I'm looking at the clock.
Why mine's got to be next? Why ain't yours next?
So,
I can do it. Go. I'm good. My fault.
So I like Jay. You know, I think Jay arguably, he has an argument at the greatest of all time. Period. Point blank. I feel like Wayne should be in there. I feel like Snoop should be somewhere in there. Honestly, I'm almost want to squeeze 6 and 5 because it's difficult for me to put Pac or Big on the outside. One of them got to go, but they both can't stay.
No disrespect. How old are you?
I'll be 30 this year.
Okay, we the same age.
So what do you mean, no disrespect? What's
No disrespect. Like when people say how old are you when you name them off, I'm like, what era
Yeah,
we?
but motherfuckers say no offense, then they offend you. So I'm so no disrespect.
Hey,
Why the
bro,
fuck you want to know how old I was?
First of
man?
all,
what's your question?
I'm peaceful in love, man.
I'm not.
It's peace and love out here.
So what's your question?
Hey, man.
What's your question?
I was just asking. Like, that's your top 5. You said it. That was my question.
That's not my top 5. That's my top 4. I told you one of them can't stay, bro.
You was just saying you squeezed in the 5 and the 6.
Really, bro. Honestly, bro. You look, man.
Somebody was worth 2.
Listen.
I only said that though because I don't hear a lot of people say Pac and Big anymore.
I mean, you have to respect that, bro. You
I
have
respect
to respect
it.
what the fuck they do.
I
for
respect
hip-hop.
anybody
Just like every
like
time
that.
you talk basketball, you got to talk about Wilt and Bill Russell. You got to talk about Pac and Big. You have to.
Yeah.
Regardless of how the fuck you feel about them, regardless of what you think, it may not be your style.
Respectfully,
they are who
yeah.
they are.
I respect them.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we being real, all them lists is ass. Because it's Salem Avenue and nobody else.
See, now y'all doing what I did. You say, what is we doing? But you doing what I just did. Here we go. I ain't hear yours yet. You thought I forgot. I ain't forget.
Nah. I remember you said you was next.
I said I can go next. I don't have a problem. I know mine.
I mean, we asked you first. So
It's not in order, but okay. I remember. I just try to keep it in mind. I got 50. I got Bus.
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Half
Busta.
dollar?
50 Cent.
$50.
I never disrespect Jigga the Camel. I didn't say anything about him.
Ooh.
You could have. You had your chance.
I'm about $1. What the fuck's a 50 Cent? That's how he knew a threat was coming. Anyways, 50, Method Man, Fabulous.
Meth?
Yes, METHOD, man.
Fabulous.
He said
From
man.
there,
Fab, okay.
Fab,
Sometimes
FABOLOUS.
So take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so you feel me on
I
that.
got
Okay, you feel me on that.
I got you.
Luda.
Ludacris. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's
like slapping
hometown.
somebody today.
Atlanta's hometown for me, but we say that because I didn't want to tell you where I was from. But that's 5, right? 50,
5, yeah.
Luda, Fab, Meth.
Why
Luda.
you didn't want to tell me where you was from?
Because people make assumptions when you say you're from Atlanta. My family's from Atlanta. Both sides of my
I'm
family's
not
from
going to
Atlanta.
assume, bro. I went to Georgia State University, bro.
When
I'm not
you
gonna
say
judge
you from
my guy.
Atlanta, people see dreadlocks, gold grills, and southern twang of an accent. I'm not from that. I'm more militant than anything, unfortunately.
Golly, man, this is wild.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, why can't Atlanta be what you got to offer?
I love Atlanta. Atlanta's great, but musically, I don't describe my sound to be Atlanta
Why not, though?
because I'm universal.
But
To
that's
be in
where you
Atlanta
from,
is
like, that's what shaped
that's
you,
where
you know,
my
like, you know, that's what, you know.
I had influences. I lived in Atlanta when I found love for music as hip hop as the genre, but Kentucky gave me so much more.
What did Kentucky give you?
Kentucky-
Well, let me do my damn top 5.
Yeah. Oh, now, come on.
This ain't in no. This ain't
Fuck
in no
what I'm
order.
talking about. Go ahead.
Cause we got. This ain't in no order. You know what I'm saying? But
He ain't never done this for me, folks.
no. We here though. We here.
He was thinking about it. That's why.
I'm gonna interchange, the top 3, man,
See,
because
look,
they can really
look,
do what they
look,
want to
see,
do.
look.
But Big Ye and Kendrick is my top 3, man. They in my top 3. Big Ye and Kendrick.
I love that.
For good reason, man.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Lamar is
Great. He's amazing.
Anyway, the guy, right? The guy. I want to put him at 1, but then there's Big and Ye. I love Nas, bro.
This is wild.
Nas is a hell of a rapper. He's a hell of a storyteller,
This is so crazy.
and
You never heard this?
he provided the way. He paved the way for these niggas on this rap shit. Namely, fucking Jay-Z. Why you laughing?
So we got a
Hey,
Jay-Z.
look.
We got a Nas.
Why you laughing?
But
And then-
I get called the bully or whatever, the
No,
50
no.
Cent situation for that.
And then I got one more for the underground rappers, man. I really fuck with Gangstar heavy. Like
Gangstar.
Gangstar is one of my
Gangstar. You don't hear that one a lot.
but that's one of my like underground like I really fuck with them
That's
any
fire.
day of the week. You know what I'm saying? So
This is wild.
DJ Premier is a hell of a fucking DJ. And you know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to that shit. I remember when they threw that shit on Tony Hawk. I was hype as fuck. You feel me?
Gangstar was on Tony Hawk
You
Pro
feel me?
Skater.
You
I
feel me?
forgot.
Niggas kick flipping and then you hear doom.
Isn't that amazing though? Like how hip hop can be in other universes that we think they don't give a fuck about.
They don't, bro. I feel like enough people ain't even do their homework when the games when the shit be on there.
Like
but,
Ghostface Killer's music video was in the first Iron Man movie, and people didn't look at that.
yeah.
Like that was Iron Man in Iron Man.
our culture is cool now.
It's beautiful.
It
I love
wasn't
it.
as cool as it is then as it is now.
Now
nowadays-
yeah, people can
Nowadays
be what
it's
they
like
want.
mainstream as fuck. Before it was like a really best kept secret that some white people fucked with. Now it's like everybody wants to be black.
I think with so many platforms,
Jesus.
it's not just on a TV anymore. Like it's YouTube out here. It's your
Yeah.
phone for Instagram. It's
And
so
we giving
many,
it to 'em.
so many things of hip hop.
Our slang, New York niggas say what they say. You know what I'm saying? Philly niggas say what they say. Detroit niggas say what they say. Next thing you know, it's a white dude rap like he from Detroit.
But we gotta
from
welcome that
Iowa.
because they found somewhere where they feel they could be free and do what they think is cool.
Yeah.
We do cool shit all the time because we're just us. If hip hop's the tree, we are the tree. Everything branches out after that.
On accident too. We really cool on accident.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Cool
crazy
on
thing about it.
accident. Yeah, we don't try hard. That's what makes us us.
Yeah, man, ain't that crazy? But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, them was my top 5, and like, I could go back and try to change some people around, but for me,
It doesn't matter.
For a good reason, them niggas have done a lot to pave the way for rappers.
And you
that's
said
my reason
you said
for that.
Ye and Kendrick. I will say that there's a modern top 5 where I say like Kendrick, Cole, Drake,
I had to throw
Wale.
something modern in
You
there.
know, the freshman class of that era. That was an era for that, and I just know it affected me and my cadence.
Okay,
a
so
lot.
who on top right now?
Me.
Ooh, we couldn't even get across that. Okay,
Ooh, we.
You keep running into that wall like I'm not gonna say so. Like, yeah.
who
It's
on
me.
top? Cause who on top right now? Cause
Salem Avenue.
no, we're not doing that. I'm not asking who's the best. All right, I'm not asking who got the most skill.
What are you saying? man?
I'm asking who got enough accolades to call themselves the number
That's
one.
cool. Accolades are cool. LeBron's been in the game longer than anybody. His accolades are crazy.
So what?
Jay-Z's
What
been in the
argument are you
game longer
making?
than anybody. His accolades are
LeBron's
crazy.
the best basketball player to touch a ball.
Snoop Dogg's been in the game longer than anybody. His accolades are crazy.
I mean, I feel like it's. I mean,
What we talking about right now?
we would have to look at Drake.
Drake is that. Drake
would
is the
have
Michael
to.
Jackson of this era right now.
Drake.
Yeah. Only
Can-
by accolades. By accolades, he's only that.
Nah, I don't know about no accolades.
Not saying he's done more than Mike,
just-
but in the time frame of him doing everything in the decade, he's been the artist of the decade.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
Artist
But his
of the
style,
decade.
it's his style. His style's his style.
It's
He can rap.
Shout out my Scorpios too, man.
He can rap. He can sing a little bit. He can do the things that he needs to do to be Drake.
Drake made the game put a question mark of saying maybe we a little too hardcore out here. He started singing melodies, giving people R&B vibes, and he still claims.
Man,
rapper.
Wayne was doing that shit first.
Wayne was doing that with auto-tune and made it still sound gangster. That was the thing about Wayne.
See, nah.
When you have somebody doing falsettos
you was
and
accepting of Wayne. You
I
just
love-
wasn't
no, no.
accepting of Drake. They was
First
doing
of all,
the same
Wayne is still the
goddamn
GOAT.
thing.
Wayne is still one of those greats of like, one of those, you can't say he wasn't the greatest of all time at one point. You couldn't say that. He even made it clear that he was. But to say that is to say Drake was the protege of that when I didn't. White people had to tell me about Drake.
I can't give you that. I can't
no,
give you
I'm
that.
telling you how I experienced. I can only give you what I
Yeah,
seen.
but you said you also went to a predominantly white high school. so
And when the
maybe
white
that's how you
people are
got
talking
most of
about
your
who's
information.
snapping right now, that's how you know what's about to go mainstream. Sadly, but true.
You're not finna sit here and tell me
I'm
your
s-
ear to the streets was white people at your high
I'm
school.
not saying it was ear to the streets, but if the streets go to the white people and the white people telling me, that's a problem.
We went to
Streets
Wayne
don't
High
go
School.
to the white people.
Well,
the
we went.
streets always go to the white people. That's who buys it.
Look, I went
That's
to
who
Wayne.
buys it.
I went to Wayne High School for a little bit, and so did he. He graduated from Wayne High School, right? That shit was white.
Streets go to the white people because the white people come back and say, hey man, where can I get this crack album? Where can I find it? It's so jiggy. Like, what do you do after that?
Bro, it's
You
not
sell
about
it.
what's
you
good.
Sell what's like.
It's not about what's good. It's about what is trending in the media.
And when you trend, okay, say it like this: you got a pop-up shop where you sell barbecue.
Hold on. We
You
gotta
got-
come
yeah,
back.
okay. For a second.
I take the last dub on that, man.
Fair. Fair.
I told you I was watching this time. You had it last time.
Man, this is good for you. This is a nice little setup y'all got, man. I appreciate this. Keeping
keep it
it
running.
light. Keeping it light.
So are we still running? So like, okay. So go ahead. So what?
Shit, wait a minute. What?
Oh, keep it going.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
This the last one?
No, this is the third.
Oh,
we
okay.
doing 5 total?
We'll be
We're
right
doing
back.
4. I got you.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Everyone was listening to what would you say? I could complain, but what we gon' do with complaints? This is a tale of two cities. It's a tale of two cities. This is a tale of two cities. Hand-me-downs loosely fit me. Jeans so big that I had to twist them at the time.
Bow. We back.
So, where did this confidence come from?
Life. Going through all the phases that could give me perspective on all the avenues. Shout out to Salem Avenue. I say this to say, yeah, double entendre is my thing. But I got a lot of it from the military. I got a lot of it from, just having odd jobs. I got a lot of it from watching my favorite animes and just knowing that my favorite characters had all the smiles in the world and all the confidence in the world to do what they set their mind out to do. I think that's why I claim a blurred for sure. I got Flying Nimbus on my shirt. You think I'm capping? I just don't. I say this to say the confidence comes from trial and error. You got to try shit to understand how to supply shit. If I just gave you shit that I thought was cool and you came back and said it was whack, a lot of niggas give up. Those were the ones who claimed to be rappers back in 2011, and they stopped because they couldn't sell like they thought they could.
Ain't that the key to this shit though?
Keep going, yeah.
Nobody can last. That's the problem. Nobody can keep going. It's like, and I watched the Kevin Hart interview. Kevin Hart will talk about this often, which I like his shit because he don't spare you none of the details of this shit. The main thing that niggas never can do, because getting on is easy. He always say that. Getting on is easy. Staying
afloat
is the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And when niggas can't do that, you become a one-hit wonder. You get lost. You know what I'm saying? And then you lose that money. You lose all the shit you had. And now all you got is a story. You know what I'm saying? But
so, when was your first time performing? Tell us about your first.
It was a humble moment for me. Like I said, I went to Meade County High in Kentucky, so I was pretty much one of the only. We was talking about ball earlier, and I said I don't ball, but I did ball in order to know myself of what I wasn't good at. And I got cut from the team sophomore year. I played from 8th grade to sophomore year in high school, and when I got cut, it was crazy because even then when we did warm-ups and layups when there was a game, they would play my music. So the shit I was pushing was the shit they was playing. So leaving that, I would still be in the hallways selling mixtapes and whatnot. It wouldn't be until sophomore year, end of that year, going into the summer, that I had a lot of indie rock bands that were in this Green Wave Music Hall place. And they would do bands every Saturday and just have them together. But somebody who I sold a CD to had an indie band and they wanted me to open up from them. And for them, it was like doing that one show to turning into 2 shows. And then I'm getting pulled from all these other rock bands to be at the same shows in that area. It was only a matter of time before I'd be in Radcliffe, Louisville, E-Town, anything else that had hip hop in it. So I think just being a social person, sticking my hand out to say, hey, I'm not too cool to talk to you and let them know that I really want to do this music shit. You got to be social. Some people think antisocial, and I respect that too. But you got to go through shit to understand shit. And I think I played every place I could until I knew this is the way to go about it.
Okay.
I feel like I'm unmatched in this shit, and I feel like every rapper or whatever your craft is, I feel like you should feel that as well. So I mean, when it comes to confidence, I think this is part of it. It's part of the potion that makes the perfect mix. So I mean, and those shows make part of that, right? Those shows build your confidence.
Yeah. I think so. With shows, that's my favorite part of hip hop. That's the high you can't buy.
Right.
You can get a ticket for it. You can see someone perform, but you can't feel what that performer is doing because that's a Holy Spirit you probably see in church.
I kind of get bothered when somebody, when I see my favorite artist on stage, and I know, I done been to Bonnaroo, I done been to all these Rolling Louds and all these shits, and I done always felt like, man, I should be fucking up there, bro.
But that's
and it's always this feeling inside of you that's like, nigga, why am I out here, nigga?
Nah. You never have to ask the questions why. You just gotta enjoy the now of. Because I'm here, that's appreciative to say I'm gonna get a lot of character development just by being here in this moment.
No, this is my origin story right here. You feel me? This is part of the story.
Got you.
Yeah, so that's something that facts. You feel me? That's something that you be like, man, I can't wait until the day of where I used to be like I was out there. Now I'm up here. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to say that on the mic.
I can say that was me in the beginning. It's weird how they love you and they hate you and they love you again, they hate you again. It's really just double dutch. You're doing that shit nonstop.
That's what it is.
And you realize all of this shit is in your head. When you want to be the best and you looking at other people's competition, that's not the way to go about it. I think the only opponent is yourself. Right. I think when you go against time, that is your opponent. We only have the time to make and create and produce and reproduce and do more shit. And it's crazy how we look at each other like we can't help each other out. You guys invited me here. I didn't ask, but y'all looked at me and I saw y'all, and I think everything in here is dope.
Louisville's weird.
Louisville is dope though. Louisville is so dope. There's so much unheard, unfelt talent that I've seen up close. Yeah. Just by peeking my head. I don't get invited. I just show up.
Yeah. But it's kind of weird like that where people could get together more.
Yeah, they could, but people have their own agendas, and I gotta respect that part of the story too. And I'm not trying to deflect everything you're saying to say I don't agree. I agree, but I'm also a master of patience and a student of perspective. That's how I carry my life. Put that on a tombstone when I die. And I got to carry that out with my music more than anything because people want to categorize what we do. It's not a thing that you can categorize. It's a mood. Music is a mood. When you record it, when you write the lyrics down, that's something you're feeling right then and there. You got to express that. I don't work for nobody. I work for me. And I say that to say, this is what I have a heart rate to. This shit pumps when I do music. I feel alive. I go work for somebody else, I feel depressed and I want to kill myself. I say that from the sense of that happened. I was in a dark place. I have more light than ever now. It's a beautiful thing. It really is.
Oh, man. You talk like a goddamn newscaster, bro.
Yeah, life will do that too.
That shit is wicked, boy.
You got to go through so much shit to just know yourself, you know?
I suppose.
Well, you got to keep going through shit, really.
How you get back up is what makes a champ.
Yeah, because once you stop going through shit, that's when you don't know yourself.
We come from the Ali City. You think I'm not talking shit and believing it? You think I'm just saying it to be cool? Fuck these niggas who think I'm not cool. Because I'm cooler than them. Not being cool is still cooler than what these niggas doing.
You know, everybody gets on this set right here and they do the same thing, man.
What?
They say how cool they are.
I'm so cool because I got shades. I'm high as hell. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got these shades so you don't see how red I am.
They sit in this chair right here. They point at the camera and they say, I'm the best rapper in the city.
I am, but I want to be your friend first too. I want to be, wait, this one?
Yeah.
I want to be your fucking friend. Be my friend, all right? And I'm not saying this because I'm needy. I'm saying this because I would rather collab than collide with your ass.
But it's a contact sport, like you always say, though, right?
Yeah, the camera's on me at this point, so I gotta let y'all know it's really felt. I am a genuine person. I'm a soldier. I'm a father, veteran, no more a soldier. But I care about hip hop more than anything else. You gotta understand, I chose not to work for a corporate because I didn't lose a job. The job lost me. So when it comes down to me doing hip hop, that is what I breathe. That's what I feel like I was always good at. No one ever told me I suck. And you looking at me like I'm your competition? Not even that. I'm just somebody who wants to do what you do, and we can collab and make even better music from there. I look at these guys and they're my brothers now because they invited me in a place that was kept and real and no one felt threatened. That's what we need to keep doing more of. I'm gonna stop looking at the camera now.
He said glasses back.
Glasses back on.
But look, man, I'm happy to have you, man. What you got coming up? What can people look forward to?
Jesus Christ.
What are the things that you want to push most, man? You know, you got a couple minutes to do that.
Yeah, okay. June 5th, dropping a 2-track EP called The Saiyan Surfer. That is my alias I added this year. I had a lot of aliases whenever it comes down to Too Cold to Care. They call me Too Cold. You're the Youngin', they call me Yodi. But The Saiyan Surfer is just who I am now. And
What is a Saiyan Surfer?
a Saiyan Surfer
like
is...
Goku at the beach?
No, my style. So I treat hip hop like kung fu. Everyone has their own style, I believe. And with that, a Saiyan is your battle rapper, someone who's competitive, only knows how to spit fire bars, doesn't really care about melody, only wants to kill. Kill, kill, kill. That's a Saiyan's way. They destroy shit. But a surfer is someone who melodines, gets their own hooks together, doesn't really want to prove they're the best, but really rides the beat better than anyone else like a surfer would. And that's like the Saiyan surfer. Now, if you're a surfer and you only do melody, you're a surfer. If you're a Saiyan and you only do bars and rap battles and shit, you're a Saiyan. I'm a Saiyan surfer because I do both. Duality is what helps me win, I feel like.
Yeah, versatility is important in this game right now, man.
Yeah.
You got to be able to step outside the box and try new things. You know, you got to be able to do.
Yeah, who wants to do the same thing over and over?
Some people do.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't like playing those games where you get to be the hero every single time.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of times, that's what wins the radio time. That's what wins the air time. Is motherfuckers making the same exact song, different beat, maybe a little bit of a different melody, but the same style, same voice, everything, nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not much different. They just get that little different beat and they going crazy and they get the money for it.
I mean,
so
that's cool, man. The legacy I want doesn't end with the radio.
Right.
It just doesn't.
But I mean, not even just the radio, bro. Placement in these shows.
Yeah.
Man. You know,
all that matters.
Rapping in front of Japanese folk like that, like they send you across the nation cause you little peep. You know what I'm saying? Which that nigga kind of sound the same on every song. Like who else? Any of these niggas kind of like sound the same. You know.
It's never gonna be a time where gimmicks don't win, but gimmicks don't get the long run either.
Sometimes they do.
Which one?
I feel like Moneybagg Yo sounds the same.
Did Moneybagg Yo keep doing the same shit over and over again, or did he give us at least one or two real ones to feel like I've
never heard nothing that didn't sound the same from Moneybagg.
I can't say that.
I'm sorry.
Scorpio was pretty hard.
I haven't heard nothing where I'm like, oh shit, he sounds different. Who's another one? Gotti. Gotti sounds the same to me on every song.
Gotti signs a lot of artists that are different from him though.
Who else?
Yo Gotti?
Yo Gotti, yeah, CMG.
Who else? Who else?
Yo Gotti signed EST.
What's the dude from Detroit?
Eminem?
T Grizzly.
Nah, but the other
Big
nigga.
Sean?
Big Sean.
Nah, Big Sean cold as fuck.
Facts.
Sada Baby?
Yes,
I fucks with Sada.
he's cold,
Sada's hard.
but he sounds the same
Sada's
on every
hard.
song.
What do you mean? That's the most animated nigga in the tracks right now.
It doesn't matter. He's
I
literally
fucks-
making the same song.
Sada, if you're watching this,
Different beat.
please fuck with me, cause I need that feat. No, I'm just.
No, he's cold as
Now
fuck.
Sada's dope. He's dope.
as
I
fuck.
just see it as
He got
like
his own shit.
niggas gotta keep trying different shit. I think he had a song called Super Saiyan or like something. He has Dragon Ball Z references in a lot of his music, so maybe that's why I'm favoritism.
There's a song by
on
Trippie
that.
Redd called Supercell. Check it out.
I got
Fire.
you. Now I will say sometimes people do the Dragon Ball Z shit, and I'm like, I don't even get
Nah,
the
this shit
hint of that.
fire. This shit fire.
Who?
Trippie Redd.
Trippy. I'm gonna fuck with that.
Supercell.
Fucks with Trippy though.
She said she sucked it didn't like a dragon mom. hey, that shit hard. That shit hard. But yeah, now look, we gotta wrap this shit up, man.
Yeah.
Wrap this shit up. It's been a pleasure to have you on, my boy.
Thank you.
We would like to have you on at some point. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can, not hopefully, we will get to working on some music at some point.
That'd be dope.
You know, it's a like this is a room full of hyenas right here, you know what I'm saying? So,
The hyenas are in the building. What's what we saying? The hyenas.
you know what I'm saying? So why not go find a meal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you got, cuz?
Hey, man. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, thank you. It's Kent Mellows, King Ami, Berran Lee, Tell the Two Cities. Take it easy.
Saying sir.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Everyone was listening, and what would you say? I could complain, but what we gon' do with complaints? This is a tale of two cities. It's a tale of two cities. This is a tale of two cities. Hand me downs loosely fit me. Jeans so big that I had to twist them at the